y'all. Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist with Builderall. And if you've missed the training this week, we're talking all about how to create a digital business card. So this is really important if you are someone who goes to networking events, because as you know, the way that it used to be, we would hand our business card to someone, but that defeats the purpose of networking, because as a person who networks, we want to get the information rather than give the information. We want to capture that information in some way so that we can actually follow up with the person that we were networking with. Okay, that's really important. That's a valuable lesson in networking. Okay, so just handing a business card, they receive that information, but you don't have any way to follow up with them. So what we've done is actually just create this really simple website that you can send people to. And I definitely do recommend that you have your own domain, preferably your name. So for example, I have bridgetbartlett.com, and I have a video here, which video is incredibly powerful, especially if you're in networking. Maybe, for example, my sister has a foundation, and on her digital business card, she has a video, a presentation video of the foundation and what their goals are. So lots of opportunities when it comes to being able to create a simple setup like this. You also have the ability to follow on social media. So if you're giving this to someone, they can check you out. They can basically, you're walking them through the entire customer journey with just your digital business card. Okay. If you did miss the previous videos, make sure to go back and check those. You can see in the unit section, because I actually gave you the template to all of these. So I actually gave you a template that has the contact form, an email marketing form, and a magic form. Okay, so I also gave you 2 thank you pages, because remember, we talked about they enter their information and then you can direct them to a thank you page. So what I did was create this for my client, and then when someone enters the information in, then it actually goes to a promo page where I can give them a template of a digital business card and then walk them through the process of setting it up. Okay, so I gave you guys all of this stuff, and just in case you missed it, let me actually go back here and I will share this with you again. Let me make sure I got the right one. Okay, it's this one. So to share this, if you guys have never seen this magic shareable moment here, to share this, all I have to do is click on those 3 dots and go to Manage Public Link. And then I can copy this, and now I'm going to paste this in the comments of this video in my group. So if you guys are watching this someplace else, my group gets, VIP treatment. So they're the only ones who get all of these freebies that I give away. And also I won't be able to see your questions. So if you do want to join my group, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com, or if you're already a member, check the comments for this template. I just posted it. Hey, Jamie. Hey, is it, Manuel? I hope that I said that. I am so horrible with names. I am so sorry. Hey, Rob. Rob says, love it. Great idea. Let's see. Okay, cool. Actually, I think that was the wrong video. Okay, sorry. Wrong video. Oh, let me post that here. All right, sorry, guys. All right, so moving on. I told you also, once you create this digital business card, a really cool thing is to actually have a QR code that you can scan. Now, Keck had an excellent idea of creating these digital business cards, and then when you go to trade shows, you could even have an image of your QR code, and when people walk by, they can scan your QR code. You can prompt them to scan it by saying, hey, get a free, pen or cup or whatever to scan your QR code and get the information, right? But if you're at a networking event, like my sister, for example, that I created this for, a lot of times people will actually just take a pen and paper. Hey, Keck. They'd take a pen and paper to the networking event to capture this information. But what I'm going to show you how to do is take a QR code that when they scan it, it actually goes to your website, okay? And then all you have to do is and I'm going to show you this today too, create a graphic and then actually make that the lock screen of your phone. That way, all you have to do is just quickly, unlock your phone or whatever, just show your phone and then they can scan it. All right. So let's get on with today's training. So to create a QR code, there are many softwares that you can use. Okay. And you can find them by simply Googling QR code. And you'll see you have some options. A lot of them are paid services if you want to track the data with your QR code, okay? But there's actually an easier way to do that. So if you are using a free service, you can actually still track that. And I'm going to show you how, okay? I'm going to take my website here. Actually, I just canceled that out. All right. I'm going to take let me go back here, actually. If you go inside the Builderall back office, okay, you can go to the affiliates section here, and there's actually a redirect or a link shortener in the premium funnels. So I'm going to show you how you can still track that. So if you go to link generator, you see the URL shortener. So once you enter that, you can actually just paste your code here. So let me type in my website. Let's see. www.bridgetbartlett.com and shorten URL. So now you see that we have this URL is actually the shortener, but it also tracks it. So if you once, I have shared this and I have, or even attached it to my QR code, and then someone scans the QR code, I can still capture that data even on a free QR code generator. So I just want to show you an example of what the data looks like once people actually start sharing and clicking on this link. So you'll see here, you can see how many times a day someone's clicking on it, how many times a week. You can actually divide this and just basically look and see, how much traffic is actually getting clicked on this, okay? So even if you use the free plan, which, if I use I use the app.qr-code-generator, whatever, but it doesn't matter which one you use, okay? That's the point that I wanted to make. It doesn't matter. You can still track it, all right? So let's go ahead and create a QR code because this is so super simple. Now, there are two different kinds of QR codes. There's a dynamic QR code and a static QR code. Dynamic is basically the same picture, but you can change what it is attached to. So if you want to have one QR code that you're going to put on all kinds of promotional materials, maybe you want to use a dynamic code. That way you can always, if your website domain changes or you have a different use for it, you can still use that same QR code. It doesn't deactivate, okay? But since I use a paid plan and, with this plan, you're only allowed to have 2 dynamic QR codes, we're just actually for the demonstration purposes going to create a static QR code. Static meaning you can't change it. So you can actually attach these QR codes to websites, coupons, your business page, different ratings, events, so many options. You can attach it to everything. So with a static QR code, we're just going to attach it to the website domain. All right. So let's click website and click next. Let's see. Keck says, great idea. Rose says, super awesome. Roberta says, loving it. I love, love, love it. Let's see. Lamar says, my affiliate back office doesn't look like yours, and I'm a premium member. Lamar, I can't help you with that. I'm not really sure what you're looking at or why it would be different. I know in some countries, I think it's a little different. So I'm not really sure. If you are having issues, just contact support. Okay, so inside the QR code, let's go ahead and give this a name. So I'm just going to say my website, and then I'm going to put bridgetbartlett.com so that once I have a list, I can remember which QR code this was. And I'm just going to paste my website link shortener here, okay, because this will help me track it. All right, so now let's go ahead and click next. So here's the really cool part that I absolutely love, and this is the design part, okay? So you have lots of options. You can choose this style of frame around your QR code. You can also choose where it says scan me, and so you can just flip through here, whatever you want it to look like. I think I actually chose this one for mine just because it was going on my phone, so I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. You can also change the color here. So if you want any of your branded colors, which, I'm always preaching branded colors, I highly recommend, you can change this color to your frame here. You can actually change it where it doesn't say scan me. You can say maybe contact me if you want. You can also change the design of the QR code. So if you wanted it to be these little dots here, this is why I love this kind of stuff. I love the customization, okay? You can also change the color of this, but I will say if you are changing the color of the barcode part that gets scanned, make sure that you choose a dark color because otherwise you may have issues when someone's trying to scan it. So you always want to have a dark color of a barcode against a light color of, background, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's just choose this purple color because I'm obsessed with purple. Let's make it a little bit darker maybe just to make sure that it scans. And now you see we have these blocks right here. So we can actually change that as well. So if you want to click more options, you can change the edges. So if you wanted it to be square, or maybe you want, this type of design here, or maybe this one. So just play around with it. It's totally up to you, your preference, okay? You can change the color of the outline of that. So let's actually just change it. We'll make it a more bluish color. It's really hard to see. Okay, we'll make it a little bit lighter. All right, so we'll just change it to that color. You can also change the inner color. So let's stick with this type of blue, maybe a little darker. Okay, so we'll say we absolutely love that. And you can even do some custom things here if you really wanted to get fancy. So lots of options. Okay, let's go back here. You can upload your logo, which I definitely recommend everyone should. I'm just going to use the Builderall logo because I already have this uploaded. So what's really cool, especially if you're at a networking event or something, if you have your picture on that QR code, imagine yourself going to a networking event and everyone's walking around with pen and paper to collect the information. They're going home, having to enter it into the CRM. And then here you come with your QR code with your face on it. So people are looking at the QR code and they're looking at your face and they're like, wow, this is really, this person has their own QR code. Now we know because I'm showing you how simple it is. But when you're at a networking event, people have no idea how simple this is and they would love to have one of their own because how cool is that? Right? So they're going to ask you questions about it and you can tell them, yes, I can create this for you, no problem. Or send them to the thank you page that I gave you in the templates where they have a template that they can use and it's all done for you. So they're literally scanning your QR code from your phone. It goes and opens your website on their phone. They enter the information in. It goes to your CRM and your mailing list where you're sending them emails to follow up with them. But also, as soon as they have entered their information, then they go to a thank you page where it says, how would you like to have your own QR code, your own template, and all of that. And then they can either create it themselves or contact you to do it for them. Okay. I mean, you guys, this is something you could host on your own account as a one-time thing and sign someone up for Builderall. There's endless potential with this type of setup. Okay. So now that I've preached long enough, let's go ahead and download our QR code. Okay. So now that we have the QR code, we definitely want to make sure that, I'm just going to call this QR code sample. So now we want to make sure that we have a really cool image that is the perfect size to show on our phone, right? So what I actually did was went to Canva And if you guys don't know, Canva is excellent. It's if you're looking to create any type of graphics, but you have no experience whatsoever, it's very simple, drag and drop, photo editor, graphic designer, okay? So I'm actually just gonna type in mobile, and you'll see it says mobile first presentation. So this is going to be the perfect size for a mobile phone, okay? We're gonna start with a blank canvas. And let me go ahead and upload, or actually I can just drag my QR code up here and it automatically uploads. Rose says it is a digital world. You're absolutely correct. And you know, really with coronavirus, where most businesses are struggling, we are actually increasing in value because now we have the need for all of these things, all of this digital real estate, right? So, you know, think about going to a networking event where you can't, you know, you're not encouraged to touch things, right? So being able to just take your own phone, scan my phone, enter the information on your own phone, that reduces the amount of contact that we have with each other, right? So it's just another way of, it's actually like a community service that you're helping people, right? So once you have your image here, now what you want to do is just change the background. So your background can be whatever color. I already have my branded colors already in here, so I could just choose any of these colors that I wanted to, or if you don't have your branded colors in here, just you can simply just choose any of these. I do like a darker background, you know, that's my preference, whatever you want. If you want to add some text here, you can actually just click here to add some text. And what I would say is just add your name here because, again, it's just the recognition, right? So you go to bridgetbartlett.com. You're meeting me at a networking event. I'm telling you, hi, my name's Bridget Bartlett. You're scanning the QR code with my picture on here, and it says Bridget Bartlett at the top. So it's all of these things. You go to my website. It's Bridget Bartlett. You see a video of me. You see my name. I want you to remember my name because my name is my domain, right? So let me type in Bridget Bartlett. And you are also advertising your skills, right? When you're at this event, whether they, you know, maybe they don't have any interest in digital marketing, but you're going to make an impression, okay? People are going to remember you. And when they do need something, you're going to be the one that they contact because they met you, okay? So to change the color of the font here, all you have to do is click here on the A and then change the color to whatever you want. Let's just go ahead and we'll choose white since we have a dark background. This is actually a new effect. So if you guys have used Canva before, you maybe have not noticed this, but they actually changed the effects button here, and you can add some shadow. Lots of cool things. If you want it to glow, you could do that, or even curve, you could do that. I'm kind of partial to this one with the shadow, and you can actually change the, you can offset it and change the color if we want it to be darker, like the purple, but that's already the color of the background. So you could actually change this if you want it to be a lighter purple or maybe even pink. So totally play around with that, get it however you want to. Okay, so now let's go ahead and give this a name. We'll just call this mobile first QR code. And so now all you have to do is just download this, and when you do the mobile first presentation, it thinks you want a PDF. So just go ahead and go to PNG. So when you download this, all you need to do now is just send it to yourself, like maybe in Messenger, download it to your phone, and then make this the lock screen, or, you know, just make it in a place that you can keep this handy so that all you have to do is say, yes, absolutely, and then, you know, immediately show your card or your QR code, right? So do you guys have any questions so far? I've given you a lot of information this week, so definitely go back and check the units and make sure that you grab let me go back here. Make sure that you grab those templates that I created for you. Let's see this one here. Because like I was saying, you have this template here. This is the thank you page. So if you wanted to promote Builderall, you wanted to do a magic funnel, you could use this thank you page here. You could also choose this one. You could customize any of these and make them your own. And this is just the, if you checked out the template shop, that videos that we did before, this is just that exact same template, except I changed step 3. Okay. So, if you guys don't have any questions, that's all I have for you today. So until my next video, go build it with Builderall. Have a good one. Bye.